What I have chosen to elaborate a little bit about is in-home care and the technological advancements that have been made over the past several years. And I've actually had the opportunity to be in a home and have seen firsthand many of these technologies being used. This is my uncle Steve. He was diagnosed with ALS, or also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, about 5 years ago, and has slowly become more serious, and it has taken over a lot of his body. Here's a picture of me with my granny here, and on the left you can see a machine that reads a lot of his vitals, and this is in the comfort of his own home, which is very nice for his friends and family. And he has an oxygen tank, and he has several devices that facilitate his life in the difficult circumstances that he is currently living. There have been many advancements in telemonitoring, or remote patient monitoring, which is things that doctors can do without being physically present. And they can manage several medical and health conditions, and one of those is ALS, which my uncle has, without requiring in-home office or lab visits. There can be blood pressure and glucose monitors, and there can be smart scales, thermometers, and even handheld ECG machines. And they generate, record, monitor, analyze, and report all the data that's collected, and they can connect with patients and caregivers when necessary. There are several telemonitoring devices that can capture vital signs and that can report back weight and symptoms to a remote provider or health agency. And there are technologies that include bed sensors that can detect restlessness, sleep interruptions, pulse, and respiration during sleep. The coolest technology that I have seen, in my opinion, is an app that allows you to speak with your eyes that was specifically designed for people with ALS. This allows them to communicate. My mom was communicating with my Uncle Steve, who lives in Utah, yesterday, and he was able to send messages with his eyes, and by looking at the screen, he can determine what words he wants to say and be able to talk with everybody near and far. I am super grateful for all of the technological advancements that have occurred recently and since the beginning of time, for us to be able to treat diseases and to be able to make life more simple for people that are at a disadvantage and that want to be able to live as normal of a life as possible. And I know my Uncle Steve's family is very grateful for this, and I really look up to them, and I look up to him and his example to me of perseverance and of finding joy through difficult times.